Developing Asia is undergoing a rapid digital transformation, presenting significant opportunities to promote inclusive and sustainable development. However, digital transformation can also exacerbate inequality and compromise environmental sustainability if not managed well. The Asian Development Bank has released the Asian Development Policy Report 2025, Harnessing Digital Transformation for Good. At the media briefing on Central and West Asia, held on the margins of ADB annual meeting, the heads of relevant departments have commented on integration of these transformations in the region. Details about this are in the following report.
Although developing Asia and the Pacific has outpaced other regions in digital development in recent decades, the benefits haven't been shared equally. The Asian Development Policy Report highlights key policy recommendations to harness digital transformation as a catalyst for accelerating inclusive and sustainable progress across the region. The report recommends the governments in the developing Asia and the Pacific adopt national digital strategies that integrate inclusion and sustainability objectives and enhance locality-tailored policies that promote these objectives. Governments should also engage with the private sector, civil society organizations, and local international communities.
Digitalization is a cross-cutting priority for CARE, and we do actually quite a lot already. For example, we promote e-commerce with all the paperless trade. Every border crossing point almost all, every border crossing point that we are working on, we try to make it smart and digital. Right? We also do a lot of support under this digital strategy 2030 that Eugene just mentioned. We work with youth, with students, to support startups. So we had, maybe you've heard this competition, which was quite amazing to hear all these amazing ideas and talented people competing for some grants under the current program to support startups.
The media briefing also included a presentation on the Caspian Green Energy Corridor that connects Azerbaijan, Kazakhstan, and Uzbekistan to establish a green energy corridor linking Central Asia, South Caucasus, and Europe. The corridor facilitates renewable energy exports and enhances regional power exchange. In addition, it strengthens energy security and optimizes energy distribution among participating countries. The relevant MOU on this project was signed in May 2024. In April of this year, EDB, AIIB, and the three ministers of energy connecting countries have signed an MOU on support for feasibility study.
Of course, Uzbekistan itself does not have access to the Caspian Sea, so you have to go either via Turkmenistan or via Kazakhstan. So we will conduct this pre-feasibility study, which will identify these constraints and also help to design the ways to mitigate for them. But we expect that will require additional work in transmission lines. Enhancing them. This is also needed to the country itself because you put in a very large renewable energy program. So you have to have a grid in place to receive all this energy. And if you want to trade this energy to the rest of the world, I think these transmission lines have to be strengthened to make sure there's adequate capacity to pass this and new volumes of energy. Actually, recently we've been switching focus to the rural roads in Uzbekistan because we believe that we need to connect more kind of local communities and farms closer to the kind of highway grid to make sure they have opportunity to trade with the rest of the country and the rest of the world.
ADB is a leading multilateral development bank supporting inclusive, resilient, and sustainable growth across Asia and Pacific. Working with its members and partners to solve complex challenges together, ADB harnesses innovative financial tools and strategic partnership to transform lives, build quality infrastructure, and safeguard our planet. During these 3 days, the participants are engaging in a fruitful discussion. So what are the issues addressed so far?
I think one of the issues which we're discussing, of course, is what we discussed also a lot today. It's regional cooperation and connectivity of the region to the rest of the world. But of course, we'll be also discussing the kind of new emerging priorities which were elaborated earlier this week by our new president, President Kanda. Specifically, he spoke about 5 areas where we should focus for the whole of the bank, and that includes Central Asia. One, a lot of focus on private sector development and job generation. Second, advancement of digital technology and artificial intelligence. 3, continuing work on the domestic resource mobilization and also work on climate change and disaster resilience and disaster preparedness. So these are activities which have been discussed and will continue to discuss them. More specifically on Uzbekistan, we will be meeting with the delegation tomorrow. And This year is a special year in Uzbekistan because we'll be celebrating 30 years of Uzbekistan membership in ADB. And next year will be even more special year because for the second time in our history, Uzbekistan will be hosting ADB's annual general meeting in Samarkand. So we're all very excited about that. And we also hope to bring our new president late this year to the country to make sure that he can see how economy is developing and have a high-level policy dialogue with the government.